Hello everybody and welcome back to SnowRunner. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we are continuing our mission in Michigan to finish off some of our contracts. So this next contract is for winter stores. Winter's closing in, soon it'll be impossible to get supplies into the base. The rig will keep drilling no matter what, but a fat lot of good it'll do if we run out of food and equipment. Help us out? Absolutely. So first thing we got to do is head over to the maintenance trailer in the oil rig drill that we just set up in the last episode. And then we will go from there and do the vehicle spare parts. So yeah, I think we can actually pick this up in the Smithville Dam while we're over there. So we can just kind of grab it on our way through. Now, this maintenance trailer is right here, and I can't tell if I need a it looks like a pull behind trailer, which if it's the case, we should be able to put a flatbed on this thing, go over, pick up the maintenance trailer, and then grab the vehicle spare parts on our way through, and then drop them both off at the same time. So that's the plan. So without further ado, let's customize our truck, get our flatbed back. Just go ahead and throw our regular flatbed on there. All right. And leave the garage. All right. So we should have enough room for 2 vehicle spare parts, which I think take up 1 each. So we're gonna just try to make this thing happen. Now we want to head over to the right and go to the drill that way. It's much quicker since we have that bridge built. We're gonna go ahead and kick in the all-wheel drive because we know this is always a muddy mess. Even though I try to avoid the mud every time, and we do manage to do that there. But yeah, it's fun when you get to the point where you know the maps well enough that you can just not even have to look at the map, no waypoints or nothing. Oh god. Hello? Now there was some new textures added and stuff, some new 4K textures, so hopefully you guys will let me know what you guys think, because you know I'm running in the highest that I can run in the Xbox One X. Recording in 4K as well. So, yeah, just fun. So, yeah, there's a big update. I want to say it was 3 gigs. So, yeah, it was a massive update, so I had to get it updated. And then, of course, I can only play this on the weekends, unfortunately, because I'm back to work. And World of Warships takes up my time during the week that I have extra after work. So, that's where we're at. Alright, so we're on the main road, but we're not going to be on the road for very long. Ah, that's not, come on. That was horrible. Horrible crack. I'm a little rusty. A little bit rusty. Oh god, my engine's probably half. Make a left turn here, we can go down and get to the spot where we go across the bridge that we built. And that's what I say about the infrastructure. The infrastructure is so important to get set up, because otherwise you'll spend hours, and I'm not joking, hours going out and around. I don't know if you guys saw my Bog and Deep episode, but that's a perfect example. If I had paid attention to the map, if I had done the infrastructure ahead of time, I could have avoided a lot of headache in that particular video. We're just going to go around that because I know it's super soupy. don't have to use diff lock too much in this truck. And we just have all-terrain tires. We don't even have, like, mud tires. We haven't unlocked all of that yet. Alright. So here we're going to get down into first person because I don't want to screw this up. Alright. Here we go. There, bud. Okay, so it is a regular. Oops. Pull behind trailers, so that'll work. Pull up here, try to back the truck around the corner. Alright, attached trailer. And now we want to go out the direction towards the lumber mill. Shouldn't be too much trouble. You can see our road right here. Take us right over to the lumber mill, and then we leave the lumber mill, go up into town, take from the town, go over to the Smithville Dam. We should be able to pick up some vehicle spare parts right inside of Smithville Dam at the service place. And yeah, should be a pretty straightforward mission for you guys. I'm going to try to make these videos a little bit shorter. It seems like the hour-long videos are a little too much. So we'll try to shorten them up a bit and hopefully get some more people watching. Down over the top. But the other main thing that you want to do in this game is you don't want to be making extra trips. You know what I mean? If you can take everything for a single trip, then that's what you want to do. The more trips you make, the more chances you have of things going wrong. So the more you can pile on and get into a single trip, the better off you're going to be. Saves you time, saves you money. It's a good thing. So planning ahead is always what you want to do. Look at your route that you'll be taking. Easy there, Cooler. Oh yeah, this is super bumpy road. Forgot about that. Especially going down. Going up it ain't so bad, but coming down, man, this road will beat you to death. Literally. Alright. So we're officially in town. Doing good on fuel, so we don't have to worry about that. I'm gonna make a left turn up here. And the next intersection will make a right. So we're gonna kind of be cutting through this spot that's got the bad hole. We don't want to be taking out their signs and stuff. We've caused these people around here too much grief as is. So we're going to try to avoid that. I seen a couple comments in the last video as well. Some folks saying that me getting too much money too early made this easy mode. I don't know if that's the case. Basically, the thought process behind me getting the money was to hope that I could unlock stuff early and show you guys all of the different trucks and stuff, because I figured that would be something you guys would be interested in. But the game, actually, the developers have done a pretty good job of making sure you can't really just get a bunch of money and skip ahead. You have to put in the work. So that's pretty cool on their part, but also, like, I'm using one of the first trucks that you can unlock. It's not like I'm using a late game truck. This is an early game truck that you can unlock really super early. And I don't know, maybe it's unlocked right away. It's like the first truck that you unlock in the off-road category. I don't know what level you unlock it at, but this is like the very first truck you can get. And you can get it, it's $81,000, so you don't have to spend a whole lot. And you can do that by selling your original trucks and any trucks that you find around the map on your scouting missions. If you get them out, you can go ahead and recover them and sell them. That's an easy way to get money early on, and then you just go from there. But I think we go around to this left side. Looks like it anyway. But yeah, I mean, this truck is super easy to get, and because it has those all-terrain tires, and then you can upgrade it with diff lock and all-wheel drive. Like, it's definitely worth the trouble. Because with this truck, you can pretty much do anything you need to do. It is a fantastic truck. Now, I'm looking forward to unlocking some other ones, but we're not to that point yet. And we're going to go ahead and head into Smithville Dam. See you guys on the other side. Alrighty, we are back. Now let's look at the map and plan this out. We know that we can pick up our service parts here. So we're going to have to do that, and then where are we dropping off? We are dropping off all the way out there. That's going to be a heck of a trip. Yeah, so the logistics base is where we're going. So we swing by up here, grab our service parts, and then we've got to take them all the way down. We're going to go through the farm, around to the right, and then up into the base. So, yeah, we've got our plan. Let's put it into work. We're going to make a right here. And this is what I mean about coming up with a plan, guys, because you got to have your plan. Speaking of plans, let's go fuel up first. Let's risk it for the biscuit. See if we can't. Easy. Too much. I forgot these trailers are those dumb trailers that I hate. What are they called? I forget what they're called. They're really, really annoying to try to reverse. Stop over here, get some fuel first, and then we'll finish the mission, because we've only got about half a tank left, and it's going to be a heck of a drive over there to the logistics base, and I don't want to run out of fuel on the way there. So, yeah, something to pay attention to if you're Oh, what kind of fuel station? Okay, it's got an out. I was gonna say, what kind of fuel station is this? This isn't for trucks. Alright, so let's go ahead and get fuel. Alright. We'll try to save fuel where we can, because it's still going to be a long trip, and I don't want to run out of fuel. And we're going to be drinking the fuel once we get loaded with those vehicle spare parts, too. So, should make for an interesting trip. Not this one, it's the next road. And we're going to a new area of the map that you guys haven't seen yet, I don't think. That'll be cool. Now, once we get to the top of the hill, we need to make a right and go over to the vehicle service parts. Some of you guys may be familiar with the old saying, prior planning prevents piss poor performance. If so, then you know what you're doing. But for those of you who don't, now you do. This game will murder you if you don't look ahead at what you're doing. You'll end up taking the wrong routes, you'll end up running out of gas, you'll flip your truck, you'll end up on a road that you shouldn't be on. Oh, I hit their cone. It could have been much worse. I was about to hit their K-rail. Alright. So we don't have a crane mounted, so we're going to have to load these automatically. But we want vehicle service spare parts. Alright. And they are packed already, so we are good. We're loaded down and ready to get this party started. Let's do it. Our truck is definitely going to be having some fun in this trip. But hopefully all goes well and we don't have any complications on our way. Should be a pretty straightforward trip. Going to be quite a bit of off-roading, but that's what this truck's made for, so shouldn't be too bad. And hopefully we can get it done before it gets night, but it looks like the sun's already starting to set. It's a race against the clock now. I will say this game is beautiful. It really is. The colors is just so good. The old Mud Runner, if you remember it, it was a little bit dull in the color department. So it's nice that there's quite a bit of color. It's nice. But we're going to take our time going down the hill here. We don't want to get run away. Have that trailer start overrunning us. Alright, so we're doing good on fuel mileage so far, but we're going to need to punch in the all-wheel drive for this next bit. We're about to get messy. Still got this dirt road here that'll be, fine, but you can see it does tend to throw your truck around a little bit. And then we got to go down that nasty swamp right to our right, and that's where things get interesting. Just entering this is pretty precarious sometimes. Alright, we're going to go ahead and put it in low, put our diff lock on. And you can see these lumps are pretty ridiculous in this. They do tend to throw your truck all over the place. I like to stick towards the right because they can tip you over if you're not careful. And I think this is kind of like the worst area that we're going to go through. So once we get past this, we should be golden. Should be. Unless I'm forgetting about something. This truck getting the work in today. You can see I'm working the wheels pretty hard to make sure that we keep the truck moving forward. We don't want to bury ourselves in the mud. And there we go. Coming up out the other side. Go ahead and put her in auto now. That way we can move faster. Should be good. Alright. So now we want to go straight through the other side. We're going to try to avoid this mud if we can. Don't want to slow down too much. And throw our headlights on. We're going to be doing some night hauling. I'll try to brighten it up for you guys in post if I can. I know it gets really dark with YouTube's compression. Now let's take a second. I'm in unfamiliar territory. We want to go straight ahead, and when we get to the four-way intersection with the camp here, we want to go to the right, and that'll take us up and around. So do a little first person. See, these trails are really narrow, and it's pretty precarious on both sides with the hills. So if you get a little off-centered and you catch one of those, you could easily tip your truck. It's definitely not very forgiving in this map. But there's a lot less big rocks and stuff in your paths on this map than there was in the original Black River. Follow this road around. Try not to screw up. Alright, here's our right turn. Oh God. Nasty little rut. Come on, truck. This is where having a true manual gearbox would come in handy. Because I'd be able to pre-select gears and stuff. This automatic does a good job when you're like, you know, not in too much trouble, but as soon as you start slowing down, it gets to be a pain to have that automatic. That does not look like a trail that we want to go on in this, so we're just going to stick to this main road. You can see our fuel situation starting to become a concern. We're about 3/4 tank. Ease our way up the mountain here, making sure to not turn too early or too late so that the trailer doesn't get tipped. You see the truck really not happy with us for having so much weight on it going up this mountain. Continue. Make sure that... Okay, so this is the road. Wow, we got there a lot quicker than I was expecting. Alright, so which... It goes off to the right. We're gonna go ahead and switch to day, because I need to be able to see. Got ourselves into a bit of a pickle here. We are moving a little bit. Let's see if we can attach a winch anywhere. There we go. All right. This poor tree's about to get the sorry end of the deal here. Hello? Alright, I guess we need our diff lock. Got a little bit of a stickage with that trailer back there. That happens sometimes. This road isn't much of a road, to be honest, but it wouldn't be Mud Runner / Snow Runner if it was. So, just gotta stay the course and hope that we don't screw up. Looks like it could be muddy here. Not to mention tight between these trees. It's definitely muddy. We won't put on diff lock unless we actually need it. This doesn't look too bad so far. Nope, I say that, we're gonna need it. So we have to put diff lock on. This is pretty squishy. We're a long ways from anybody that knows about us. But we're making it through. This old truck doesn't give up too easy. Now that we're out of the worst of it, we're back in auto. Come on, baby. So close. Fuel is really starting to become a concern. About a quarter of a tank. Maybe a little bit more than a quarter. Alright, now we gotta be careful. So we're gonna have a downhill section here, so again, we don't want to let the trailer push us through how bad things happen. So we're just gonna ease our way. You can see the trailer's really trying to push us here. This is what I want to try to avoid. So we're just going to let gravity push us, but steer the truck. Just take your time. No need to get it too crazy. Boy, I'd be crapping myself if I was in this truck driver's shoes right there. That kind of angle. All right, we made it, guys. We made it. Now we just got to get to the, let's go ahead and put on our diff lock. Don't want to get stuck here, that'd be embarrassing. Ooh, this is a muddy mess. Doesn't look too, like, it looks muddy, but it doesn't look too bad. No, it's nasty. It's nasty. We're gonna try to stick to the right side, head right for that spot. We can drop this thing off, and we'll call it an episode. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed. It's been a fun trip. Been a fun trip. Not too eventful. It's our kind of trip right there. Right. And we'll go ahead and stop the engine. Cargo management. Unload. And we win. There you go. Drilling operation maintained. Yep, we're all set now. Thank you. You can get whatever parts you need to repair the tower directly from our warehouse. There you go. So, hopefully you guys have enjoyed. It was a fun trip. And if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button for me, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.